Hey, hello, hello. I'm here to do your cello video that you requested. Alright, first things first is make sure that you have everything tuned up and be free to pause the video to make sure that you're in tune. Here's an A. D. Good. G. Good. And C. Good. Now, if you need to go back to the beginning of the video and do the tuning again, just rewind it back to the beginning and we'll continue on, just make sure all your notes are in tune. All right, so last time we were just really going over positioning wise. Now, I have been working really hard on this position wise and trying to get everything all good and going. One thing that I have noticed is that with the positions here, making sure your fingers are nice and rounded. See how they're rounded off? You can see that hole in between. See there? It's kind of what you want. And make sure that for you, make sure it's leaning back high enough, but it's leaning back to where that peg is right here on the side of the of your ear. And make sure that your instrument doesn't run away from you when you're playing. You want to keep it very close. Okay? Very good. Now, let's do, I think we were learning D, E, F sharp, and G. Go backwards. Okay. Let's do it again. This D, E, F sharp, G, then G, F sharp, E, D. Very good. Now on the next page of your book, we did start notes on the A string, and they're the exact same positions, but they're just on the A string. The notes that you have on the A string is open A. Okay. Then you have first finger B. Then you have third finger C sharp. Then you have fourth finger high D. Now that high D should match your open D string. Oh, it kind of went flat there. It's okay. See? So. Yay. So, great job, great job, great job. Now, let's put it all together. Now, when we put it all together, it is now the D major scale. And all you do is you start off with open D, first finger E, third finger F sharp, fourth finger G, then continue to open A, first finger B, third finger C sharp, fourth finger D. And let's do it all together, very slow. 1, 2, whole notes and go. E, F sharp, third finger, fourth finger G, open A, Very nice. Very, very nice. So practice that again. And also, of course, rewinding the video and going back to the beginning of it. So let's try it again. Starting with open D. This time I'm going to give half notes. That means down, up. Okay. 1, 2, ready, and. Great job. Now also make sure that that bow, you find a line and you stick to it. So I don't want you going all the way up here when you're doing your bows. Find a line and stick to it. Okay? Find a line. Find a line and stick to it. Okay? Alright, let's do it together. Now quarter notes. This time we're just gonna go. Actually, let's do it slower. Quarter notes, 4 quarter notes each. Ready? D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, D. Good job, good job, good job. Now let's speed it up. Let's do 2 quarter notes on each. So that's starting with D. We're going to do 2 Ds and then 2 E's, 2 F sharps, 2 G's, but we're going to do it in quarter notes, okay? 1, 2, ready, D, E, F sharp, G, make sure you lead with an A, B, C sharp, D. Very good. Now attempt to go backwards, okay? This is a video where you can go backwards with me, so you can go back here and then B, A, G, F sharp, E, open D. So now that you have that, just rewind it back and forth to kind of go over that. But let's start off with 4th finger high D. 1, 2, ready, and. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's do 4 quarter notes. Sorry about that. I gotta be clear. 1, 2, ready, 4 high Ds. C sharp. B. A. G. Make sure you reach high enough for that G. F sharp. Fantastic. Go over those exercises and then I want you to go to the next page. I think that one adds the G to it, and then keep going over to where you start learning the notes here on the A string, and then do the D scale, and then also remember to do your bowing hand, making sure that your bow hand is right, making sure that you got enough spacing in between your fingers when you're playing. And then also position 1's here, and then also bowing, making sure that you stick to a line. Okay? Well, that's all I have for you today. That's enough for you to really get into a good routine. And then next week, I'll go over the scales with you so that we can make sure that it was all solidified, okay? Great job. All right, I will see you next week.